Well, history will be made next weekend at Little Caesars Arena as the venue will be hosting its first ever boxing event headlined by the GWOAT, Claressa Shields, the Flint native. Claressa, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get into when you were notified about this to come back to Detroit in the first event. It's hard to believe that this is the first event that Little Caesars is hosting. What was your initial reaction when they brought the idea to you?
We had just been in the middle of defeating Savannah Marshall past October in the UK at the London Arena with 20,000, and we were talking about doing a rematch with her. And it kind of really just caught me off guard. It was something that I really didn't see. I thought I was going back to the UK or have Savannah Marshall come to the US somewhere and fight against me, but I didn't think that it would be, Little Caesars Arena. Like, that just kind of, it was very shocking, but I'm like very just grateful and happy that they chose me to bring big time boxing back to Detroit.
What has the last 7 months been like being part of the most viewed women's boxing match of all time with Savannah Marshall?
Life is just keep going up and up. People's like, oh, life is a roller coaster, it goes up and down. It's like, nah, my life just keep going up. Everything just keep getting better. I've had some great opportunities. I've been in movies, I've been in front of magazine covers. It's been a whirlwind, honestly, and I'm just, now to get this fight here at Little Caesars is just the, what is it called, the icing on the cake. It's the ice cream with the cake. Whatever it is, it just seemed like it just keep getting better, and I just keep like raising my stock higher and higher and higher.
Main eventing against Hanna Gabriels. It's been 5 years since you faced her. Everyone is making the point that it was the first time someone has knocked you down in a fight. Can you take anything away from that fight? Take any kind of memories from there, or was it just too far, ago?
Well, I was only 5-0. I fought her my 6th fight. It was my first time making 160 pounds, coming down from 168. And I mean, she caught me with a shot, I was off balance and I went down. But I still wanted to fight unanimously. I think she's getting this rematch because she's claimed that over the years I've avoided her. I've never avoided nobody. I will fight her. We offered her a fight 2 or 3 times and she told us, oh no, not right now, not right now. So now that, I guess she was available and I guess she wants to, redeem the loss or whatever, she wants to come get beat up again, and I'm gonna let her. I could tell you a lot about her style. She's a bouncy fighter. She's very strong. She's uncalculated, and she's been around for a long time, and she throw punches and bunches. And I can say that I just expect her, like you should expect for me, to come out there. We already fought 10 rounds. This is round 11. There is no round 1, for us. I'm gonna go out there trying to knock her out first round because she's dangerous. She got a big punch. She knocked me down before. I'm just so scared of her. So once the fight actually happens, I have to be on my P's and Q's and have to land my shots early, break her down early, and I want to get out of there as quick as possible because it seems like throughout the fight, she gets more confident and she gets strong just because she's lasting with the GWOAT. Like she's lasting. She's getting beat up, but she's still not getting knocked out, So I'm going to go in her first round and just try to get it over with. And if we have to go to second round, I'm going to do the same thing again. And again, like I prepared for this fight to go out there guns blazing every round.
You look like you have a lot of fun at these press conferences. And honestly, it seems like you're just having a ball. Do you enjoy the hype, the lead up to these fights?
I enjoy getting my point across. That's what I enjoy. I enjoy the things that I say that are facts. Like I go and find the facts about these people that they don't even recognize about themselves. Like I say something and make them think like, dang, is that true about me? May not be true, but a lot of the times it's true. Boxing is 80% mental and 20% physical. So, physically, I know I'm going to outdo all these girls because I train hard and I'm the best in the world. But then when you talk about mentally, I just want to give myself that extra edge. If a girl is thinking about what I said to her in the lead up to the press conference and then it's in a fight and I said, I'm going to knock you out in the 5th round, then I go out there and drop her in the 5th round, she's thinking to herself, oh, shoot, I'm about to get knocked out. It's the 5th round. So I just try to it's really the Flint mentality. We all talk trash. We all know how to back it up. We're a very resilient city. And, you know, trash talk is just part of the norm here. So I just kind of take that to boxing and add it to women's boxing and make it bigger. But these press conferences, all of them are funny to me. I even if I look serious at the press conference, I'm laughing so hard after. Like, oh my gosh, she said this. Oh, I said that. Oh, did you hear the comeback? Like, we just laughing the whole time.
The event is going to be extra special with the Night of 1,000 Stars initiative. For those who don't know, talk a little bit about it and why you felt compelled to get involved.
Yeah, 100%. So I've always done a lot of youth work here in Flint, in the Michigan area. I do all my giveaways, Christmas, Thanksgiving, coats and hats, whatever, back to school. But now with this, with me having to fight back at home, at first it was just I wanted to get my Shields Community Outreach Corporation kids to come. I've mentored and trained over, 400 kids through the SCOC. So I wanted all those kids to be able to come who are in my program. But my manager was like, well, what do you think about 1,000 tickets? I said, if we can do it, you know, if it's not gonna hurt us, you know, I would love to. I would love to be able to inspire more youth. So we added not only just the kids around Flint, and it's not just my program, but it's the Big Brothers and Big Sisters Club, Salvation Army. It's a lot of other programs. We got some schools, but now we also have Detroit, Pontiac, and Saginaw bringing their youth to the fight. And I just want to inspire them. Flint is hard to grow up in, and I went through a lot of hardships, but look at to where I made it. So I want to show them that them coming to see me fight is like, look, how did I get here? I worked hard, I prayed, I stayed focused, I made the right decisions, and now here I am. And I want those kids to have faith that they can be me one day, or they can be better. You know, if that's basketball, track, boxing, whatever. I just want to give them some hope and make them go right instead of going left, because in the areas you can always go left at any given day. You know, I'm a grown person and I can make a choice to go left every day. I just always choose to just keep doing right, but sometimes it can be hard, but I just want to make it easier for them.
As a person who has experienced so much success and so much fame, you are still very visible in the community and always out, and everyone's able to see you. What's the idea behind that, and how does this community continue to motivate you with the support for every fight from day one until right now?
Well, I grew up here in Flint, you know, so it's kind of hard to not be around. I'm just used to everybody always seeing me. And something else that I'm used to being #1 in the world. That hasn't changed over my life. I'm 28, and I've been boxing since I was 11, but I've been the #1 in the world since I was 17 years old. So when I was 17, I won the Olympics. I came back here. I went to the McDonald's. I walked around at Burson. I rode the bus. I got me a car. Like, I'm used to being here in Flint. So I never wanted to get so big to where people would kind of freak out over me like they would Beyonce or Serena. Like, I wanted to be the best in my sport, but I don't want stalkers, you know? I never wanted my family to have to be worried about people and stuff like that. I never wanted to walk around with security guards. But I think now that it's not really my choice. I feel like my success has shot me up there to where now I do have to have security, and I won't be as accessible here in Flint like I would like to be, because I guess with the money and the fame that things start to change. But I've always just liked the fact that, you know, that a kid can say, like, I took a picture with Claressa Shields, and it'd be like, people could be like, no, you didn't, and he could pull out his phone, like, yeah, I did, look. You know, I always kind of found that was kind of, you know, a big deal, because you don't get that kind of moments with Serena, but she's #1 in the world, so am I. You don't get those kind of moments with Beyonce. She's #1 in the world, and then we have me. So I always kind of wanted to, like, let them know, like, how, like no matter how big I got, that I wasn't big enough to not take a picture with somebody who admires me. But I guess, you know, I actually do have security now, and I do got cameras and stuff, and do got to worry about stalkers, you know, now, but I think you just come with the territory, I guess.
Let's have a little bit of fun now.
Okay.
We're going to have
All
Some
right.
questions, very random. They're going to be all over the place, but have you get a little bit loose. Have the viewers, the fans, get to know you
Okay.
a little bit.
What y'all want to know?
Favorite boxer of all time,
Sugar Ray Robinson.
and why is that?
He's just a great boxer. That's who Muhammad Ali looked up to. But Muhammad Ali is also one of my favorites, but you said the favorite, so that's Sugar Ray Robinson.
Do you have a hidden talent that no one knows about that you're really good at?
I didn't know I could sing a little bit.
Don't tell me, I'm going to ask her.
I can sing a little bit. I find singing harder to do than actually boxing, just because I just feel like I just be so nervous. But I can sing.
Who is your biggest inspiration?
Muhammad Ali. I have to say him. It's like I watched a documentary where Will Smith played Muhammad Ali, and I thought he played him so well. I thought he was really him. But in the movie, he said, I'm black. He said, I'm black and I'm pretty. And I remember being 12 years old, going look in the mirror and saying, I'm black and I'm pretty.
Favorite place to eat in the Flint area?
Oh, I'm about to give some Flint people some promotion. Hold up. My favorite place to eat in Flint. Ooh, it's really out of Sagano's, and it's out of I was gonna say Black Rock, but that's Davidson. We have Sagano's, and then we have it's a Corona Grill over there on Corona and I think Ballinger. I like eating there, so it's out of those two places.
Your favorite workout exercise and your least favorite workout exercise?
Well, thank God, my favorite workout exercise is all of them. I love working out.
Is there one that you're maybe dreading and you're just like, but I have to do it?
You know what? I used to hate jumping rope, but whatever I hate in boxing, I've made myself love it to make my career easier. So I like running, I like jumping rope now, I like sparring, I like hitting the bag. I mean, nobody likes to do it when they're in pain. You know, like, you punch the bag so much your arms get heavy and you sore and you gotta go home and ice and you just like, oh, I can't even get up and go to the bathroom if I wanted to. You're just so exhausted, but working out and everything is great for me. I think, if I say that I hate something, I think I hate burpees. You know, when you gotta jump up and, yeah, I don't.
They're annoying.
Who created that? If anything, like I'm trying to get myself to really like doing burpees, and it's like I get to 15, I'd be like, oh, why?
It's one of those.
Why?
Looks like someone just made it up.
Yeah, you just made it up. Like, yeah, this is a full body thing. Jump up, then put your hands down, and put your feet back, and then do it again. It's just like, I don't know, I don't like it. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite TV show of all time?
Gotta be Power. I love Power, and I love Supergirl. I always say that. Supergirl on CW, that's my show. I watched every season, all 6. Any crossover that Supergirl was in, I watched it. I'm Supergirl.
We always see you in the locker room, vibing. What song? What are you listening to in the locker room before a fight as you're getting ready to walk out?
It really depends. It really depends. I mean, I'm all over the board. I got gospel, I got rap, I got country, I got R&B. It's really whatever I feel like hearing in the locker room. People laugh when they're back there with me because I go from gospel and then I go to hard rap. And they be like, Claressa, bro, you just had on a gospel song and you were just singing that song and now this song on and now I'm like, that's just my playlist. Is like whatever needs. Some moments, it's really like certain moments before the fight where it's like, I need to hear this right now, you know? So they got this song called Lord Do It For Me that I'm really into right now. And then we have Big by Mike Jr. called Big. It's another gospel song. My playlist is all over the place, but it really depends on what I feel like I need to hear because I have my time in the locker room where it's like, you know what? Maybe I realized I forgot to do this one workout for the fight. And I just put on some gospel so God can make sure I still got whatever I need from that workout, because I didn't do it, but he still give it to me. And then there's some where it's like, I'm ready to kick some butt. So put on Whoop That Trick by DJ. You know?
Who is someone that you have met that you couldn't help but be starstruck?
Oh, 2 people. Ice Cube and Angela Bassett. I froze up. I'm not really, like, I've met a lot. First of all, I've met people who are fans of me who I didn't know knew me, right? And it'd be kind of like an eye-opener. Like, I didn't think I was really like, I thought I was all that, but I want all that, for people to recognize me. And when I met 50 Cent, and 50 was like, you that girl from Flint? I'm like, and yes, I am. Yeah. He like, I'm the one that box. And it, like, those things that kind of go over my head, like, you don't think that 50 Cent know who you are, or Snoop Dogg know who you are, and they do. And they watch your fights, and they support you. So I don't really be starstruck. But when I met Angela Bassett, I just froze. I mean, I think I forgot my name. I always had, like, you have vision, like, if I ever meet this person, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that. And everything I wanted to say left my mind. I walked up to her and I just was like, I seen her. I was just like, she just was like, Claressa, I love you. I was just like, oh my God, did Angela Bassett say my name? So I froze. But I wanted to tell her, like, listen, I watch all your movies. I watch What's Love Got to Do With It, taught me not to ever let a man put his hands on me. Listen, like, I watched that movie every single day when I was a kid. So I know every line. We can watch a movie together and I'll be saying lines with her. So she's a huge inspiration. She's just so, black empowerment. She's beautiful. She's 60-some years old, like she's 30. I mean, she just always seems to me like she's just the epitome of a great woman. So Angela Bassett, I love you. And then I met Ice Cube, and I had heard that he was going to be playing my coach in my movie, in my biopic, but I hadn't had a chance to actually, to meet him. But I watched him in so many movies. Me and my grandma shared that movie, All About the Benjamins. Mm-hmm. That was our movie, one of our favorite movies. And so it was like watching that and then actually seeing him in person, I just was like, it's Ice Cube. And then he walked up to me and he was like, hey, Claressa, and I just was like, oh, Ice Cube. And I just was like, man, this is crazy. Because all I kept thinking about was all the movies and NWA and so many different ways that he's added to my life. And and once again, didn't know what to say. It's only happened to me twice. And I just met Allen Iverson recently. And Jesus Christ. I meet all these great people. And Allen Iverson was like, yo, Claressa Shields, what's up? Like, he said hi to me, and I just was like, nah, bro. Like, it's just, those things kind of make me have to be like, bro, you gotta level up. Like, people know you in high places. Like, you're a big deal. And I know that. It's just like, how big of a deal are you? And it's like, look, I think I'm the biggest deal, I'm number one in the world, and people who I've met, they may have not been number one in the world, but they're like number one in the world to me up in some aspects. So I've met a lot of great people who I've just been like starstruck by, those 3 especially.
If you could have one snack for the rest of your life.
One snack, oh.
What would it be?
What's considered a snack, like candy or a cake?
Like a candy, a cake,
Only have one, so I can't, so no other ones.
No other one. It's the only snack you're gonna have.
Is pizza considered a snack?
For some people, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'll think of a snack. You know what? Give me the high chew candy.
You really can't find those. Like, they're...
Look, they are kind of extinct,
yeah.
But they do exist. I found a couple packs, and I was like, man. I used to be a huge Starburst fan, huge Skittle fan. But it's like the high chew, you get more out of the candy than just a 2 little seconds chew and then it's gone. You get about a good 10 seconds on it.
Final question. Best advice you have ever received?
There's two that I just heard recently. Shout out to Mateen Cleaves. He told me elephants don't swat at flies. Okay, that's what Mateen Cleaves told me. And I think it was needed at the most important time because I was getting ready to do something. And he just was like, elephants don't swat at flies. So that's one. And then another one by Kenneth Sims Sr. He told me, your best is never good enough because your best is always yet to come. So no matter how great you are right now or how great your performance was, you can always do better because the best is always yet to come. And that's something that I actually live by. You know, best is always yet to come. I had a fight in the amateurs, and I was beating this girl up, and it had 1 second before the bell rang, and the ref was getting ready to wave the fight off, but he didn't. And I was so upset, like, why didn't you let me get the knockout? You know, like, why did you not call a fight? He like, it was 1 second left. I'm like, so what? She quit with 1 second left. And he said, your best is never good enough because your best is never good enough because your best is always yet to come. And I didn't know what he meant. I'm like, give me my knockout, what I want. But he just was like, don't ever stay focused on one victory. You know, don't ever stay there. Know that it gets better. You know, you got bigger fish to fry. You got more things to do. And know that the best is coming. And I think I'll realize when the best is. But he's like, your best is always yet to come. And that's something that I think about it all the time. Like, I had it on my Facebook before where it was like, that was my quote. When you come on the page, like the little bio and stuff, like quote you live by, the little motto, there go mine.